There it goes. Caithe. Pinky's up, and welcome back to another episode of Proper Play. Guild Wars, Living Story Season 2, with the man, Sif Larson. You see him. He's thugging right now. We're over in the Grove, home of the Savari. This is where we had the World Summit with that big shadow dragon attacked. We're going back to visit the Pale Tree, which is what we had been summoned to do. She has been in and out of consciousness. So we're about to go ahead and see. Now, I don't know if there's going to be any action in this episode. There may be, maybe not. We're going to find out. So, and if you do not remember why we're here in the Grove in the first place, is because Caithe ran off with the egg. So we're trying to find out what's going on with Caithe.
Caithe has already claimed too many victims. Do you think the Pale Tree will recover?
Our mother is resilient, but the Mordrim tore at her in ways we don't fully understand. We know it affected her mind. She fades in and out of awareness, but she said she was able to protect the dream from the assault.
That's the thing that I saw, I think.
To herself.
Oh, there we go. Hey there. I spoke with one of these Silvari I just heard, and he said the Pale Tree could wake up at any time. I'm glad you made it when you did. They've promised you to let us know if she wakes. Where's Kashmir? That's a good question. She stayed in Cap Resolve to help prepare for the launch. Rox and Brahm too. Timmy said she was going back to school, but you never know with that child. Good. We'll make this visit as quick as we can. Are you excited to tell the Pale Tree what you know about the egg? I am. She can perhaps help us find Caithe. Let's hope so. I can tell you want to find her as quickly as possible. I'm not trusting Caithe right now. Caithe is one of the good guys, or good girls, I guess you could say. But she's been acting really weird ever since we re-met over there at Camp Resolve. So, is something on your mind, Drury? You've been quiet. I guess I just don't understand why this egg is so important. How is an egg going to help us take down Mordremoth? The pact is about ready to leave without us. I know killing Mordremoth means a lot to you. It killed my sister. I have to ask you to trust me. Mordremoth is one battle in a greater war. And you're certain this egg will help us win the war? Okay, boss, I'm with you. I need your support, Jury. Your friendship. Thank you.
Someone's coming. Good news, hopefully. Friend.
Quit looking at
She's aware
Jury's
now,
butt. She's
but we
taken.
can never predict for how long. Follow me, please.
Sweet. Let's go. Let me zoom out a little bit. And we go up. It's still dark up here, which is really, really creepy. She's laying down in that thing still. I don't like this.
Mother, I've brought the Pact Commander who asked to see you. Good. I was hoping to see you soon. The vision.
Have you made any progress with it? I believe so. I found the egg, but what a relief. You may have just saved Tyria. The struggle is far from over. But if you had failed to find and protect the egg, it would have been over before it began. So, Caithe has the egg in her custody. We're trying to find her. Caithe has the egg? Why? You. You were the one who was supposed to care for it, not Caithe. That's why I gave you the vision. I know, but for some reason, I don't understand. She ran off with it. Oh, well, you must find her. I can help, but my powers in this regard are limited. What can we do? Maybe if you knew more about her past, I could give you memory seeds. They will allow you to search her memories for places that are significant to her. Thank you. Aim, please give Sif Larson 4 memory seeds. They will reveal a slice of Caithe's history to you. Among those memories, you will perhaps find something that will guide you to her. How do I use them? I'll let Aim explain that to you. I am so tired. She has all the knowledge you need. Aim, If you please. Thank you very much.
Use the first seed, here in the grove. It's where Caithe's roots are. Ask me if you have any other questions about them.
Hold up. Oh, I'm getting closer to where I need to be. Nope. Oh, right here. Right here. There it goes. Caithe.
Oh, please, Traherne.
Oh,
Don't tell
man.
me you're up here contemplating the words of a long-dead centaur.
I know what you think of Ventari's tablet, but I find wisdom in it.
Do you even consider other views? Filling the heads of this new crop with only one side doesn't seem responsible.
Ventari's tenets will help them make something of themselves, my dear. All sentient beings feel that urge.
Exactly. To make something of themselves, not to live up to someone else's ideal of what they should be. Caithe, can we talk for a moment?
If you did not see the guild missions, I'll definitely leave a link up on the top right. But if you have not seen that, this Foiling is the enemy in that particular dungeon, I believe. Or it's another one, but I'll definitely leave the link to the guild missions. The guild dungeons that we did in Twilight Arbor. So you can see that if you want to revisit that.
After the gathering today, we must corner Wynne and get her to tell us what she was talking to Mother about.
You're obsessing again. You know how we Nightblooms are about our secrets.
This is important, Caithe. She knows something that could hold sway over all Sylvari. That's not trivial.
You don't know that's true. You overheard a portion of a conversation out of context, no less.
I know. Come on, we're going to be late for the gathering.
Yeah, they seem to have been real tight back in the day, and then Foiling went left, and she basically turned bad, I guess you can say. So this is when they were friends still. So we're seeing a little bit of Caithe's past, which is pretty interesting. Now that Sylvari was naked. I don't know if it matters because they're like vegetables, but
I imagine they're as surprised as we are that we awoke. Do you suppose they want us gone?
Don't be ridiculous.
yeah,
Tried again.
everybody's missing clothes.
Seriously, why don't you just leave her be? She doesn't want.
I'll leave a disclosure if any of y'all feel
Years.
weird
How long
around
was
bare
us here all alone?
eggplants and
Just the 12.
lettuce and stuff.
Explains why they're so intimate with one another. I wish I'd been one of them.
The elders follow without thinking. This tablet, it's a farce. They cling to it because it tells them how to behave. But we have our own minds. We do not swallow whole the old philosophies. We are better than that.
It's interesting how the Sylvaris are thinking.
Can you meet tomorrow night to discuss the tablet? Midnight.
I'll be there. It'll be good to speak with others of a similar mind.
Thank you all for coming. We're here to discuss our newly awakened and how we can best assist them.
You say assist, but you mean mold. You want to make them all into your version of good little Sylvari.
No. As firstborn, it is our
That's Traherne,
responsibility
right?
to care for and guide these secondborn.
The newly awakened,
See who's
let's
all
not
here.
call them secondborn, could benefit from our knowledge of Ventari's tenets.
Oh, please.
He's a familiar one too in the regular story.
To hear what they're saying.
There they go again, probably talking about us.
Why aren't we involved in their discussions?
Okay, so these are all firstborn here in this circle, and I guess everybody else over there are not firstborn. So these are supposed to be the top Sylvari, which makes me wonder if Scarlet's out there. That'd be interesting. This is a waste of time. These newly awakened don't need to be coddled. We didn't need anyone holding our hands or indoctrinating us with unexamined philosophies. but they're not us. Maybe Wayne is right. Maybe we should. If we do anything, we should encourage them to think for themselves, depend on themselves. Besides, Wayne can't be trusted. She thinks she keeps secrets from us. That's Wayne over here, right? I think I saw Wayne, right? Yeah, right here. This one. That is true. She does seem to be hiding something. If Wayne knows something of import, she will tell us. But let's not change the subject, please. We're discussing the Second-Born. Are we officially calling them Second-Born, then? That's a terrible name for them, Traherne. And thus, we make official the chasm between them and us. We are all just Sylvari. Okay, I kind of like the way she's thinking, I guess. We did awaken first, though. I don't know if I want to, before we adjourn, I don't want to say that. Let me see what Caithe says. Caithe! It's fascinating how the new sprouts take in the world. I remember feeling and thinking as they do. Perhaps they could do as well as we did, maybe even better, but that's not the point. Okay, I think I got what she said. I don't understand how anyone can be indifferent to our own kind. We are so few and so fragile, trying too hard to be noble and good. We must rely and support on one another, no matter what. She's not being indifferent. She simply believes in the freedom to choose. We all do, but what harm is there in teaching them which path is better? We know more. We've been here longer. Not so much longer that we can know what's right for others, for them. Okay, so, okay, I see where we're getting at here. And then Dagonet, he was tough in the original storyline, Sylvari storyline. It's been several months now since the first new sprouts began to appear. They're awakening at an increasingly steady pace. If it doesn't stop soon, we'll be overrun. I try to find time to help each of the new sprouts interpret their dreams, but it's becoming difficult with so many awakening. I fear some will go astray and misinterpret their wild hunts. Is it possible to misinterpret your wild hunt? That's worth considering. We went so long without losing one of our own, but first Ranak and now 3 of our newly awakened have been killed. This is unacceptable. This is life, Malamedis. At least we know that we can die. I worry about the others. What if they never return? Many will leave the grove before all is said and done. We cannot stop them. Alright, and then Neum. I believe these new sprouts can be leveraged to improve the life in the grove. We're not safe until we make our own defense seriously. We need wardens to guard us. I would keep them busy and hopefully out of trouble. I feel called to make our home safe. I plan to organize a protective force for us, and I'll ask the sprouts to volunteer for it. You do that, and as for me, my wild hunt will likely take me away from here. Last I heard, the exact nature of your wild hunt was still mysterious. Have you had insight into what you're being called to do? Not exactly, but it's linked to dragons. I'll know when the moment comes. She's got some hair on her. And Traherne. Knowledge is central to happiness and long life. We have experienced more of the world than these newly awakened. They endangered themselves without realizing it. Predators will prey. Caithe, I'm aware of no creature in the world that doesn't defend its young from predators. Perhaps not always successfully, but often to the point of their own deaths. Are we creatures? Do we know that for sure? I am thinking, feeling being as you are. There never's been a race like ours. We're unique, undoubtedly formed to do great things, but we're also vulnerable. You think too much, Traherne. The ability to think is the prelude to free will. We are young, and there are many dangers out there. If we don't all work together, one strong enemy or illness could wipe us out completely. What a horror if our race ceased to exist. We've worked so hard to survive. Keep that thought close to your heart, Caithe. It will guide you all your life to do the right thing by our people. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so we talked to everybody. Let's talk back to Froyland. Alright, so much talking. Maybe we just need to agree that we do the best for them that we can. Aiming for perfection leads only to certain failure. You make a good point.
Don't look at me that way, Wynne. You know I'm right. Whatever your secret is, I'll dig it out of you.
I have no secret. You know everything I know.
Don't lie to me. I heard you whispering to Mother. I heard you say there was something that could give unspeakable power over all Silvari. What were you talking about?
I have to go. I'm traveling to a Centaur refuge in the Silver Wastes to research Ventari. We'll talk later, Fallon.
That could be very, very dangerous. If something...
Elders, I bring grave news. Please, listen.
If something could control all Silvari, that's creepy.
Take a deep breath, Sapling. What's your hurry?
Small, imp-like creatures. We just wanted to explore beyond Mother's roots. They appeared out of nowhere.
Asura, I'd guess. Malamedes had an encounter with them not long ago. He was lucky to survive. Where did they go?
They took them northwest into the forest.
What's happened?
I followed them a while, but then I felt I should come get help. They said something about returning to Metrica before I lost their trail.
Silvari.
Fowlin, you two had the most experience in the wild. Would you scout ahead? The second-born are precious. We cannot allow them to be killed to assuage some ignorant race's curiosity.
At last, something we agree on, Traherne. I can't wait to teach these imps a lesson. You and me, together.
We'll rescue as many as we can. They treated Malamedes terribly. I hope they're not so harsh with this group.
They're going to remember the day they met the two of us.
Very interesting. I'm not super familiar with the history of Silvari and their relationship with the Asurans. I can tell there's some conflict in a way, so that's interesting. What happened? What did you see? I was Caithe. More than 20 years ago, Froyland and Traherne were there. Dang it, I skipped that and I didn't mean to. It was like watching a young deer play and they mentioned Metrica. Metrica province? The area is populated with Asura. What are they doing there? Why are they going there? They were tracking some imps that had kidnapped a group of second-born. Imps. Alright, Roxa is expecting me for a sword practice. I'd better let her know I won't be there. It won't take long. I'll meet you there. She's surprisingly good, though she says it isn't her weapon of choice. She learned when she was in school and knows a ton about the battle stance. I'm learning a lot. I plan to keep at it. Good plan, be careful. Yeah, she's got that bad sword, so that would actually be pretty interesting. So cool. That's the end of this particular, the Newly Awakened. So we got to see one of Caithe's memories and completed this.
Sweet, sweet treasure.
Meeting the Asura. So we're going to be following up with another one of Caithe's memories in the next episode. Some interesting stuff. Like I said, I know a lot not fighting, but we're getting some dialogue in here to find out the backstory and what's going on with the Silvari. Scary stuff. If there is something out there that can control the Silvari, I'm just thinking of my character in particular. If something had control over Arisian, over other... I know some pretty tough Silvari in the world. That would be, like, if this was real world situation, that would be very, very dangerous for everybody else. Just one race. And it's funny, you can kind of see some relation to that, to the real world situations, right? So anyways, I know it's a lot of stuff going on, but thank y'all for following, thank y'all for watching. If you liked the episode, you know what to do. Definitely give that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Leave comments. If there's some questions you have about what's going on, some things that you think is going to happen. We're getting pretty close to the end of Living Story Season 2, so definitely hit me up in the comments about that. So until the next episode, pinky up, proper out.